AMMO offers 6 references in the splashes range, formulated to simulate authentic mud splashes. The product is dense and will provide texture once dry on the surface. With the following 3 references, dry earth, dry step, and loose ground, you will be shown how to obtain a result that imitates dry splashes. While with the other 3 references, turned dirt, damp earth, and wet ground, you will be shown how to obtain a result that imitates a layer of splashes that are still wet. The splashes range are enamels, so the appropriate thinner to use is enamel odorless thinner. The most convenient way to work with these products is by depositing them in a pallet or container. Using a No. 1 synthetic flat brush, a small quantity of product is first loaded and then unloaded on an absorbent paper. The brush is then placed close to the surface and the tip raked by thumb. The size of the splashes will depend on the amount of product unloaded from the brush and the force applied. The next example features transparencies applied by airbrush and acrylic paint. As shown previously, simply wet the brush again and unload it on a paper towel. Always test the effect before applying it to your model. With the correct size droplets established, the brush was raked close to the surface, making sure that most of the splashes are concentrated on the lower areas. Because the effect is enamel, it is very easy to remove any unwanted splashes using enamel odorless thinner. You can also simulate streaking mud by dragging a brush over the larger drops, gently smudging the product downwards. A second layer in a darker shade of splashes enriches the effect and should be applied only on the lower areas. By simply combining the different colors in layers, the realistic effect gains depth and implies the passage of time. In the following example, the splashes were applied with an airbrush. This technique is recommended for larger surfaces, simply because the effect is less controllable when applied by using the airbrush to project splashes as opposed to using a finger for a smaller surface. The brush was first loaded and unloaded as shown previously. Next, the brush was placed the correct distance from the surface. Airflow projected from the airbrush then splatters the droplets onto the surface. It is important to work with various colors for a realistic result. Again, using a clean brush moistened with enamel odorless thinner, any necessary adjustments were made. Some of the larger drops can be reworked. The splashes dry completely within 24 hours. Even when dry, you can make changes using a brush dampened in enamel odorless thinner. Splashes effects can be applied over any base color. The critical aspect is that the colors match the setting of your subject. One of the clearest examples of an ideal use for splashes is weathering running gear or wheels of military vehicles. Another perfect place for this technique is the undercarriage. Of course, they can be used in any scale by simply controlling the size of the drops. Highly effective and easy to use, the splashes range of colors can be used on vehicles, planes, dioramas, science fiction subjects, or any other subject you choose. Discover many more videos on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate notifications. Thank you for watching.